Now let's do a probability and NPV net present value exercise. We will use venture capital as an example. The question is, a venture capitalist is planning to invest in a biotechnology startup. It is expected that the startup will have 0.5, 0.4, 0.4, and 0.1 failure probabilities respectively in the first 4 years. If it is successful, then the payoff will be $2 million. If it fails, of course, it is 0. Then for the risk taken, the discount rate is 30%. So how much is he willing to invest today? If you are not clear on what it is asking, let's start with the timeline and binary tree. So this is a 4-year time horizon of investment. So we draw the line as t equal to 0, which is today, and then t equal to 1, t equal to 2, t equal to 3, until t equal to 4, which is the end of the 4th years. So in the first years, you can see that there is a 50% chance of failure. If it is fail, we get 0 return. And there is also possible that it will be successful. And this chance, of course, will be 1 minus 0.5. If it is successful, we will move to the next year. So in the next year, there is another 0.4 chance to be fail. And if it fails, then we will get 0 return. But if it is successful, we will move to the next year. So we keep repeating this until the end of the 4th years. And you can see that it has a lot of chance to fail. And when it fails, we got 0 return. But when it is successful all the way in these 4 years, then you will get $2 million of return. So it means you have to go through all these black arrows. Then what is the probability of being successful? It will be the chance minus the failure of each year and multiply them together. And you can see that this is 0.162, which is pretty low. Now, what is the expected return at the end of the 4th year? Of course, it will be the chance to fail times the return, which is 0, plus the chance to be successful times the return, which is 2 million. Okay, I even don't have to calculate what is the chance to be fail, because the return is 0, so this term will be 0. So the expected return will be just 0.162 times 2 million, which is 324K. Remember, this is the future value at the end of the 4th year. Okay? Now, to do the investment, we need to know the net present value. So therefore, we have to discount this money by the 1 plus 30% to the power 4, which is equal to 113.4K present value. So it means that even the investment is successful, by taking account into the risk and also the probability of failure, its net present value is only 113.4K. Therefore, the investor will only be willing to invest if it is less than 113.4K today, so that he will have a positive net present